What's up everyone, welcome back to part 2 of where I make epic movie posters for Spider-Man Brand New Day. Do check part 1 if you already haven't and come back to this later. I stated that I will make these based on the rumors and now it's time to move to the next rumor, which is also end up being true. Cue the intro. Rumor number 2. We will see the return of Savage Hulk. Oh boy, now this has got me really excited. I never really enjoyed Professor Hulk anyway. Before this, we also got a confirmation that we will see Punisher, so I decided to create a team-up poster. I took inspiration from this comic book cover, and also, just like before, I took some images from this Instagram user who took these cool shots of Spider-Man in the game Marvel's Spider-Man. For Punisher, I had to get a little bit more creative. I got this Punisher model from Sketchfab, links in the description, and I quickly rigged the character and gave him a pose and took a shot from the right angle. Now with all the assets collected, it's time to move to Photoshop. So the first thing to do is clean up this Spider-Man image by removing those extra webbing. For now, I'm using a soft brush tool and painting it over. Later, I'm gonna redraw the webbings by hand to stitch things up. Now I'm gonna place Spidey, behind him Punisher on the rooftop, and behind both of them I'm gonna add Hulk. As you can see, I had to blend two images together, and using a hue and saturation layer I had to match the color. I'm gonna do the same thing for his pants, making it purple but not too purple. Then I add John Bernthal's face and the guns to the Punisher models. I got the face from Daredevil Born Again. As we saw in the Brand New Day production, he will have a full beard. Speaking of the production, we can see he has a new symbol as well. This image was on the internet while I was making this artwork halfway, and I decided to include it in. For the spiderweb, I'm gonna use two layers and give it a 3D look using the bevel. One layer with the straight line, the other with knots. We know this movie will be gritty compared to the other movies, and to give off that gritty look, we're gonna add some gloomy sky and some destruction later on. I'm gonna refine the rooftop a bit by adding more windows and blending them with color, exposure, and highlights. As for Spidey, I'm gonna use another image and make his mask similar to the Brand New Day mask by increasing the size of the lenses a bit. Also giving him the new logo. I will say this new Spider emblem is by far my favorite. If I had to pick a top 3, it has to be Andrew Garfield's TASM 2 emblem, Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2 emblem, and now this latest version. Now, as I mentioned before, I'm gonna redraw the webs by hand. I will give it a bevel and a drop shadow to make it look like the suit has raised webbing. This was tedious, but I was happy with the end result. Now I'm gonna give some highlights and shadows. Also, some of you may know there's a new tool called Harmonize in Photoshop where it automatically corrects the lighting on the subject based on the background behind. It's still in beta, but if you want me to cover it, just comment below. And do subscribe if you're enjoying this video. It helps me a lot. Now I'm gonna do the same for Hulk and Punisher, and man, I gotta say, it's really nice to see these characters all together on the big screen. Now I'm gonna give a tad of blue to all the characters and I'm gonna add some burning buildings around. Using these stock images and changing the blend mode to screen, also adding some smoke brushes and some fire particle overlays to get that hazy atmosphere. Now I'm adding some final touches before applying a camera raw filter and exporting this. Hey, thank you so much for watching. And if you enjoyed this, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on other social medias like Instagram, Facebook, and X. Do check part 1 if you already haven't. And stay tuned for part 3. It's going to be awesome. Thank you again.